Hello, and welcome to today's online information session about our Post-Baccalaureate program for counseling and psychology professions. I'm Stan Weisner, Director of the Behavioral Health Sciences Department here at UC Berkeley Extension, and Director of this special and very popular program both here in the San Francisco Bay Area and around the country in an online format. So thank you for joining us today. I'll start my presentation by telling you a little bit more about the health and human services field that continues to grow in this country, cover some of the details of our program and some of the outcomes for our graduates, and then finally, how you can join this exciting career-changing program. I encourage you to submit your questions at any point during the presentation, and I will answer each of them as time allows, or respond after the presentation via email. Please bear in mind that some of your questions may be addressed in content presented later in the talk. So let's get started. Let me turn briefly to an overview of the counseling and psychology profession. Whether it's under the Affordable Care Act, private pay, or through insurance coverage in the private and public sectors, mental health and addictions treatment, sometimes called behavioral health, will continue to grow as a profession as it becomes increasingly integrated within the healthcare delivery systems across this country. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics forecasts more than 500,000 job openings in the next decade. That's one reason why there is an ongoing demand for people like yourselves to move into this field. Positions include clinical social workers, psychologists, counselors, psychiatric nurses, health educators, and researchers and policymakers. Job openings for each of these positions will very likely continue to grow, and you need the right education to get you there. You can complete your post-bac program, which will substantially increase your chances of admission into a competitive graduate or professional school, and then move on to complete a master's or PhD program. Once you've done that, you can meet a state's licensing requirements and work in an agency or clinic, or even start your own practice. Here is some of that data on workforce projections through the year 2020. In general, across a range of professions, we're seeing more than 14% industry growth. For positions in the behavioral health sciences, projections through 2020 are much higher, averaging over 30%. Specific counseling positions show 20, 30, or even 40% growth rates. So, as I said, it is a growing profession to find work in. In the Bay Area alone, there are some 25,000 licensed clinicians. In Los Angeles and New York, population numbers are far greater, with higher levels of demand by those who need behavioral health services. So, how can UC Berkeley Extension help you achieve your career goals and become competitive in this growing field? UC Berkeley Extension is the continuing education arm of the flagship campus UC Berkeley. Since 1891, we've been assisting students in reaching their professional goals and accomplishments. We offer more than 65 professional certificates and specialized programs, and more than 2,000 classroom and online courses, with 45,000 enrollments each year. We pride ourselves on academic excellence, and all of our courses and instructors, as in this program, are approved by the appropriate campus department. In particular, this post-bac program is fully supported by the UC Berkeley Psychology Department. Our certificates require academic advisory boards comprising of campus faculty and industry leaders who review the curriculum to ensure that it's up to date and in touch with emerging trends and hot topics. Our instructors, most of whom work in the field or do research in the field, also bring their real-world experience to the classroom. So when you enroll in a UC Berkeley Extension course, you are guaranteed of a real-world professional education along with Berkeley quality education. So let's turn our attention to the post-baccalaureate program in particular. This post-bac program attracts a lot of mid-career students, like many of you may be. You've decided you want to be a psychologist, or licensed clinical social worker, a health educator, or a marriage and family therapist. This program was started to appeal to the career changers just like you who are interested in one of the helping professions and becoming a licensed counselor or clinician, a researcher, or a policymaker. The program is also appealing to those of you who want to improve your undergraduate grade point average, if that's the case, so that you're in a more competitive position when you apply to graduate and professional schools in social work, psychology, public health, or counseling. We offer advising to help you decide which path is best for you. And then as you complete the courses, we help you make sure that your application for graduate school or professional school is as competitive as it can be. When you complete the program, you can request a composite letter of reference from me or usually one of our instructors. Not all students request this, but for those who want a reference from our program, it's a valuable document to have to beef up your own application. Often, it's preferable to get references from someone whom you've taken a course with and who can speak directly to the quality of your academic work, or someone whom you have worked with directly, but our composite letter of reference can be a real benefit for those of you who have successfully completed the entire program. So, once you've registered for the program, you get access to a special Post-Bac student resource website that has been tailored just for you. It includes a list and range of volunteer opportunities, all course syllabi and related program materials, as well as current job opportunities. You'll also find all kinds of information and forms that you can download. You'll see information about graduate programs, volunteer opportunities, and various announcements. We've had maybe 10 or 20% of our students who want to go into a more research-oriented profession join our program. So this special website also has a listing of research institutions for those who may want to gain a practical experience as an interviewer or working in a research lab. I want to emphasize the need to take advantage of volunteer opportunities, whether it's paid or unpaid, before, during, and after you are in our program. You can do volunteer work in community centers, schools, clinics, or work with hotlines or suicide prevention lines. Any volunteer activity you participate in will not only help you decide on your own interests and career goals, but it also looks great and is really an essential element to include on your resume and graduate school applications. To complete the program and receive your award of completion, you must take a total of 6 required courses, 4 standard upper division 4-credit psychology courses, and 2 career workshops. Both of these workshops have been extremely popular with our students because they help you decide which direction to take in terms of licensure and which graduate or professional schools you want to apply to. Most students complete the program in a year or 2, but you have really up to 5 years to do so, and many have completed the coursework in a brief 2 or 3 semesters. So let's take a deeper dive into the actual curriculum. It includes 4 academic courses, which you can take in any order, and the 2 career workshops. I recommend taking one toward the beginning of your studies and then the other one toward the end. You'll notice that the Counseling and Psychotherapy as a Career Option course is an 18-hour non-academic credit workshop and a course that most students should take early on in the program. It covers the range of licensure and professional steps that you would have to take to become a clinician and licensed professional in the United States. It also covers the different kinds of academic programs available to reach your educational goals. You hear from speakers with different backgrounds, with different licenses, and it helps you decide if this is the right path for you. Direct practice isn't necessarily for everyone. You need to know that you are someone who is able to listen to people who are coming in to see you. They are in pain and often are facing difficult personal or interpersonal problems. And you have to be someone who is able to do that on a regular basis, and also someone who has developed the skills to help others and avoid your own burnout. In this workshop, you also learn a little bit more about your own professional focus. Do you envision yourself working with adolescents or with older populations? Do you want to work in direct services or in some other kind of setting? Do you want to work with those who are suffering from co-occurring disorders? Do you want to work in the public sector or in a small nonprofit? Do you want to work in an urban area or suburban area? Work with a diverse population? So this is the kind of workshop that's designed to help you sort through some of your own motives and goals as you enter this extremely rewarding field. And by the end of the workshop, you should have a much better idea about this career track and the educational and professional path you want to pursue. You can take the 4 required academic courses in any order. The required courses are Introduction to Developmental Psychology, Abnormal Psychology, Psychology of Personality, and Research Methods in Psychology. They are all upper division undergraduate courses that you must take for academic credit. Now, you may take them in any order, as I said, but I do suggest taking Abnormal Psychology toward the end of the 4 courses, as it may be the most rigorous of the 4. If you've had one of these courses in the past 5 years, such as you've already taken a developmental psychology class from an accredited college or university, you can substitute that class with another 3-unit psychology class here at UC Berkeley Extension, if your grade was sufficient. Those classes that you can use as a substitute are shown in an upcoming slide. Of course, all course substitutions must be approved by the department in advance, and you may only substitute up to 1 course. The final 6-hour workshop, called a Seminar on the Graduate Application Process, helps you with your personal statement or oral interview when you apply to graduate school. You'll also discuss where you should apply and the best way to position your own applications. In total, you receive 204 hours of instruction in this certificate program. Here is the list of psychology courses that you can use to substitute for a required course that you might have already taken. You're also welcome to take any of these courses to further enhance your application. The classes are available during each year, often each semester, in either the classroom or online formats. You'll see them listed under the heading Courses of Related Interest on our website. Your instructors, you should know, are eager to teach you. They love teaching, and most of them are either researchers or clinicians who are working in the field. So they're very current on what is happening in their fields, and then communicating that information to their students is important to them. Each class enrolls about 12 to 24 students, so you really have a great opportunity to get to know your instructors and to know each other. In fact, one of them may end up writing references for you when you're ready to apply to graduate school. Many of our instructors have PhDs, several actually earned here at UC Berkeley. They often teach in the Bay Area and are worked in the field. Just to feature a couple of them today. One of our Extension honored instructors, Dr. Richard Sproat, is a Berkeley PhD and is an experienced university instructor in psychology. His work is focused on language and social and cognitive development in early childhood, as well as identity and sexual development in adulthood. Dr. Sproat's research interests include the intersections of identity, culture, sexuality, and well-being. Dr. Nicola Wolf has taught psychopharmacology and neuroscience courses to a range of students at Harvard University, UC Berkeley's own Department of Psychology, University of San Francisco, the California School for Professional Psychology at Alliant University, and with us. She has co-authored the Cross-Cultural Cognitive Exam, which has been translated into 6 languages. Her research includes cross-cultural neuropsychology of dementia, neuroimaging in Alzheimer's disease, and major neurocognitive disorders. This post-baccalaureate program is a fully online program as well as in-classroom program. So you can take classes in person or do it fully online or mix and match. If you take a classroom-based course, you'll be learning in either our downtown Berkeley Center, which is just a couple of blocks away from the Berkeley campus, or at our San Francisco campus in the Financial District. Both locations are quite easy to get to using public transportation, so you don't have to leave work early to get to an evening class. Now, if you want to take a course online, you have 2 options. Fixed-date courses have a set start and end date, in the same way as a classroom course. Fixed-date courses usually run about 3 months. We also offer ongoing continuous enrollment courses where you can enroll at any time and start the course. Your progress then through the course is at your own pace, and you have 6 months to complete the class. It's good that you keep up with the pace of the class. Your learning materials are always accessible in the online environment. Group discussions, forum posts, and instructor-posed questions all provide numerous opportunities to interact with your fellow classmates and, of course, with your instructor. You'll learn by reading materials, watching videos, and listening to industry-relevant podcasts. Your learning is further enhanced by interacting with your instructor and classmates. You submit your homework assignments online and research projects electronically. Your instructor will provide feedback and grading as you progress through the class. So you see, we offer a great deal of flexibility to fit your schedule and educational needs so that you can meet your professional and career goals. So many of you are wondering, what do your graduates go on to do? We're always super proud of our students' successes. We've had over 500 people now enrolling in this program, and many of our graduates keep in touch with us to let us know how they're doing at their now outstanding new graduate programs. Many of our adult students apply and are often admitted to excellent master's and doctoral programs around the country. They're studying at UC campuses, state universities, and private universities. Clearly, our graduates are doing well in terms of where they're studying, and of course, the main goal of this post-bac program is to get you into a graduate or professional school of your choice. While we've had students admitted to the University of Michigan, the University of Washington, and our own campus here at UC Berkeley, also at UCLA, New York University, Brown University, and these are all very strong, well-respected programs around the country. So, how do you get started? We require that you have a bachelor's degree in any field in order to be admitted to the program. That really is our only formal requirement for admission. You'll need to create a free student account through our website. You'll use this account to enroll and pay for your courses, schedule your proctored exams, find out about your grades, and track your progress throughout the program. Probably one of the biggest benefits is that you pay as you go. You don't pay for the entire program at once. You pay for each course one at a time. Now, our prices vary based on the course and can span from $200 for the workshops and to $750 for the additional required courses. In total, the courses and the program cost you about $4,000. Now, this does not include your textbooks or the one-time $100 registration fee. So you'll take your course and then pay for the next course when you're ready to take that course. And you have up to 5 years to finish the entire program. So you can take it at your own speed. Considering many of you are adult learners and are working or have family obligations that may not allow you to be a full-time student. You can actually complete this program in a semester or two if you want to move through the program more quickly. We also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form. You'll receive monthly emails then about upcoming courses and new blog posts. Earning the certificate is a simple 3-step process. You register for the program, pay the non-refundable registration fee. You should do this before starting your second course in the certificate. Complete all of the courses with a grade of C or better within the 5-year time period. And then once you've completed all of your courses, you notify our department to request your award. So, on to some of your questions. We've gotten a number of questions that we've been able to answer during this presentation. Here are some additional questions that some of you have sent in. One question, can I transfer credit from another college or university? Yes, if you have taken an equivalent course as an undergraduate student from an accredited university or college, you may request a substitution and take another 3-unit extension course in psychology in its place. Please email our office your unofficial transcript, the course you're requesting substitution for, and the name of the course you'd like to take in its place. We will then review your transcript and see if the course you've completed meets the requirement for substitution. We will let you know as soon as a decision has been made. If your request is approved, you will be required to submit your official transcripts to our office. A couple of notes about substitutions. You have to have earned a C or better grade in order for the substitution to be approved. Second, you're required to complete a minimum of 12 units of psychology coursework at UC Berkeley Extension in order to obtain your certificate. This means that you need to take another 3-unit course of related interest if your substitution request has been approved. Another question that's come in, can I take the courses in any order? The semester-long undergraduate level courses can certainly be taken in any order, as I said, but we do recommend that for the required advising workshops, that you complete counseling and psychotherapy as a career option, the 18-hour workshop, toward the beginning of the program, and then the seminar on the graduate application process, that's 6 hours long, toward the end of the program. And of course, both of these workshops and all the other courses are either online or in person. Another question, okay, how long does it take to complete the program? Now, the average time to complete the program is approximately 1 year, but as I said, you have up to 5 years to finish all of the courses. Another question, can I enroll in one course without applying to the program? Absolutely, you may do so. All of our courses are open to the public. There will be some students in those courses who only want to take that one course. And you're welcome to enroll in any course before registering for this program. However, if you do intend to complete the entire series, as I said, we do suggest that you register for the program shortly after you complete your second course, so we know that you're planning to complete the entire program. Another question, what is the typical class size? Most of our courses are relatively small in number and range from 12 to 15 students, which is great for your learning, getting to know the instructor, and networking with your fellow students. Here's a great question. I have a full-time job. Is it possible for me to take this program? By all means, yes, certainly, you may do so. All of our courses are designed and scheduled for working professionals. We offer classes during the evenings and weekends. You also can choose the pace for moving through the curriculum that works best for your own schedule. A question, do I have an advisor to assist me with my graduate school application process? Most of the graduate school application advising will be done during the seminar on the graduate application process course, which is why we recommend that you complete that workshop toward the end of the program, or whenever you're ready to start the application process. Our students have found that course to be most beneficial when they're in the thick of their application process. However, outside of that workshop, you're welcome to schedule advising meetings with either our program coordinator or myself. Another question's come in, I'm interested in applying to doctoral programs. Will this program only prepare me for master's level programs? No, we have had students apply for and get successfully admitted into doctoral programs in various disciplines of psychology. That said, if you're interested in doctoral programs specifically, we would strongly encourage you to seek extracurricular research opportunities to best bolster your chances of being admitted. Another question, what is the composite letter of recommendation? Well, the composite letter of recommendation is a letter that's available to you upon request and completion of all the courses in our program. Essentially, I work with our lead instructor in the workshops, Richard Chiavarelli, who teaches the program's advising workshops, both of them, to compile a letter that best illustrates your experience here as a student and your potential to succeed in a graduate program and in your chosen profession. I usually write the letter, interview each student, and review all your materials before writing the letter. Another question, will your program connect me with internships or volunteer opportunities? Well, while we do not directly help students with volunteer and internship placements, we do keep a list of various volunteer opportunities in the Bay Area, certainly, and beyond. And we are available to discuss which ones might be best for you to pursue during or after our program and before you apply to a graduate program. Now, unfortunately, that's about all the time we have to take any more of your questions. But if you have additional questions that I wasn't able to answer at this time, here's our contact information on your screen. We would love to hear from you and discuss how this program or individual courses can make you a more competitive applicant to the graduate or professional school of your choice. I also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form on the website. You'll receive monthly emails about upcoming courses and new blog posts. So thank you again for taking the time to learn about our Post-Baccalaureate program and course offerings in psychology. I look forward to seeing you in one of our classrooms or online. Thank you very much.